We're going to talk about getting listings from FSBOs, for sale by owners. How many people have tried to talk to a for sale by owner before to get a listing appointment? All right, we have 2, 3, 4. They're kind of scary, aren't they? Right? Because why are they a for sale by owner? So mostly I heard is because they don't want to pay commission. And then I heard because they don't write like realtors. That could be it too. Another one that I see is they are realtors in another state, or they're inactive, or they used to be a realtor and they want to be a for sale by owner because they believe they have the experience to be able to do that. So they're a little bit more challenging. What do we like about for sale by owners though? If we're going to target them, what's a good thing about for sale by owners? They want to sell. Because now you could target someone that you know wants to sell, compared to in a neighborhood where you may be looking at 300 targets. You would start with the one that you know wants to sell, even though they may not like realtors, or they don't want to pay your commission. And this gives you an opportunity to at least try. Why not? Where do you find for sale by owners? How can you target them? Drive-bys. And I know that's funny because I drive by them too. You drive by and you see that sign. It's the little, sometimes it's handwritten. It's the little one like that. And it says for sale by owner. And I know most of you drive right by. Right? You drive right by. You slow down a little bit. You look at it. And you speed up. Because they don't like realtors and you don't want to talk to them. Right? Or some of you slow down. You write down the number. And then you never call them. Some of them, you slow down. You write down the number. You go down the block, take a right, go on the corner, and then you call them. Right? That's good. Or you slow down. You write down the number, and you go back to your office and you call. Or you slow down. You stop. You park. You get out and you knock on their door. So it's up to you on what you want to do if you're willing to do the activity to get a potential listing. Most people don't. In this room, there's like 40 people. 4 people said they've tried once. And I only know of Jackie who actually listed for sale by owners. You've gotten a few this year already, right? How many of you had this year that were for sale by owners that you've listed?
Most recently 4.
4. So Jackie's thinking, don't go try, you guys. I'll take them on myself. I'll do them. But there are a lot of for sale by owners. They pop up in this market. Because when they hear on the news and they see on the internet that it's a hot market, they feel that realtors just put the sign in, put it on the MLS, and it sells itself. So why do I need to pay a realtor? Because I could just put it on Craigslist. So you find them by seeing signs. You find them on Craigslist. That was the #1 way until recently. I think there's a better way now. Where else can you find FSBOs? For sale by FSBO.com, forsaleby.com, forsalebyowner.com. I hear it on the radio all the time. If you go to those, make sure you check. A lot of times they are listed with help you sell, assist to sell, or a brokerage that is willing to do flat fee because that is attractive to a for sale by owner because they don't want to pay the full. They don't want to pay more than that amount. Right? Where else can you find them? There's one other place that I found.
Military for sale by owner.
I didn't even know about that one. Military. Do you have to be military to access that? Military for sale by owner. So you can go militaryforsalebyowner.com.
Just register and you'll be able to pull it up.
Okay.
You have to put your information in, but
Right. So you can register and then be able to pull it up.
So what was the address for the website?
Militaryforsalebyowner.com.
It might be .org actually.
Or .org. Try all the dots.
Put it in.
There's lots of them now. And the other place is Make Me Move. If you go to Trulia or Zillow, they have a section called Make Me Move, where people actually go and say, I'll sell if I put this, if you give me this amount. So FSBOs will do that too. Make Me Move. So Trulia and Zillow, you can go in there and find them. It still takes going ahead and contacting them. So I have 2 strategies for you. 2 strategies. One is the straightforward approach, or the direct approach. And you contact them and say, I want to be your realtor. And what are they going to say?
No.
No. So you tell them, but I have a buyer, when you really don't. No, you don't do that. No, the direct approach, what are you going to tell them? You know they're going to say no. So what's the point that you're going to have to make to get them to at least have an appointment with you? Because that's the objective, is to set the appointment. What's the point that you're going to have to make to get the appointment? Yes?
I think I just will warm him up and say, you know, I drive by and see how it develops. Will you mind if I drop you off some information? How your neighborhood is developing, but you can help.
Okay.
You can help you to sell the house. And then stop by on a regular basis, just say hi.
Okay. So build that rapport.
Yeah.
Be warm. Give them some little bit of information. Build that relationship, and hopefully they'll choose you in the future. If we're doing the direct approach, though, that's kind of the indirect approach. We'll get to that in a moment. If you're going to the direct approach, you want to get to the point that you are going to be able to net them the same amount of money that they're trying to get, but you're going to make it easier for them. You're going to get it sold. Because that's what they care about, right? Most of them care that they get their money. They get their money for the house. Some of them say they just don't want to pay a realtor, and good luck on getting those. You're not going to get those listings. But the ones that just care that they want to make the most money possible, net the amount that they're thinking about, that's the point you have to get across. So it would be, hey, I know you don't want to pay a commission, but if I could show you that I can net you the same amount of money to put in your pocket than you could on selling your own that you want to get right now, would you list with me and make your life a lot easier? Now, they may come out with wise remarks or comebacks, and you got to be ready for that. But that's the point that you want to make. Sometimes it means that just add my commission, and we'll add it to the list price, and we'll sell it for you. Right? That could be one way to overcome the objection. I don't know if that's real or not, but how about this? How about telling them, yeah, we're going to be able to net you the same amount of money that you want, because the formula for the amount of money you put in your pocket is the sales price, your expenses of the sale, and that could be commission and fees and what you pay to the buyer's side, because you are going to pay to the buyers even if you're a for sale by owner, right? Right. And then what you end up at the end and what you don't have to pull out of your pocket because you get sued later, that's the net amount. I can make you that amount that you're thinking of now, that you've already calculated in your mind, because I can work different areas of that formula to get you that price. So let me come by and show you how I can work different areas in that formula to get to that price. What area do we work? The purchase price, right? We want to show that we can get them the highest purchase price so we can make our commission. And when you think about it, that's how we would earn our commission. If we were able to get that price that would net them the amount, we'd be earning our commission, because we'd be doing two things. One is getting the highest price possible, and two is getting it sold, because they're not able to get it sold. That's why they're on the market. So the direct approach is all about telling them I can get you the net amount and make it easier for you. So you got to find a way to have that conversation when you drop by, make a phone call, to make that point, to get the appointment. And at the appointment, then you're going to have to show them how you're going to do it. Work first on getting the appointment. The second approach is a softer approach. And the softer approach is calling a for sale by owner and let them know that you work the area. Don't start working for sale by owners on Hula if you live over here. That doesn't make any sense. You got to drive far. Even if you get the listing, you're not going to be happy about it. But you're working this area, and you're sitting open houses in this area. So how about asking them, say, hey, I sit open houses in the area, and if they don't want to buy the property that I'm sitting, I'd love to show them your property. I need to come by and see it first. And you have to be sincere in this. Because would you be okay if they paid you commission on the buy side? Would you be okay bringing a buyer to a for sale by owner and getting your same commission? Yeah, sure. Right? And it's probably easier, right? Because you're not competing with other buyers usually, because no other buyers know that they're on the market. So you talk to the for sale buyer, and you talk to lots of them in the market, and you get a list of all of them. And they're happy about it because you are trying to sell the property. You're trying to bring a buyer, where all these other realtors are trying to make friends with them or tell them to list with them. And then every Sunday after your open house, you can call them and say, I talked to this person and this person. They didn't want to see your house because of this. I thought you'd enjoy the feedback. But I did sell the one I'm listing, and you're giving them updates. Yeah, it's amazing how this market is. Make everything sound good. And you do that every Sunday. And then who do you think they're going to ask for advice when they're getting frustrated? Are they going to ask the realtor that keeps saying, I can list your property? Or will they ask you, who's trying to find them the buyer? See, that's another approach. Here's a great thing about this approach too. Let's say you got 10 of these for sale by owners. You can have a list at your open house. And when buyers come in and they don't like the property you're sitting, say, hey, would you like to take a look at my list of properties that are not on the market yet? Wow. You would differentiate yourself from all the other agents who are trying to pick up buyers at open houses, right? So that approach is twofold. One is help you pick up buyers at an open house. Two, long-term, try to get listings. But like you said earlier, you got to follow up over and over. With just about every FSBO, you got to follow up over and over. How long have you, those 4 listings that you got for FSBOs, how long did it take?
It can be like in a couple of weeks to 8 months.
Yeah, 8 months. And I'm guessing you talked for 8 months. I'm guessing you talked to that person for a long period of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes consistent follow-up. So those are just 2 strategies that you can use. The other strategy I've heard about is giving them information, say, hey, this might sell your house, being their friend, right? You're building that rapport long term. That's another strategy. I've never used that before. These 2 make sense to me. Because the direct approach, you're going for it right away. You're not wasting any time. You're telling what value you bring. Got to be confident. The other approach is you want to bring a buyer and make commission from it. You want to differentiate yourself to all these buyers that are coming in. And if you happen to be the one that the for sale by owner trusts and wants to list the property with in the future, then that's great too. Okay, so we had 4 hands in the beginning. How many people are going to talk to a for sale by owner or target them in the next 30 days? We got 2 new hands. I did my job.